Hello everyone, Mr. Will here for Mr. Will's You Finish the Rest. Anyhow, today I have another neat episode. In this show, we're going to highlight one of my favorite instruments to play. I probably say that quite a bit, huh? That's just because I love music and I love instruments. I really love percussion instruments too. Can you tell if you look behind me that I love percussion instruments? Well, in this show, I'm going to highlight one that's right over my shoulder here. And that is the talking drum. Hold on, let me go grab the talking drum. All right, here we are, and I have the talking drum with me. Now, I love playing this instrument. This particular one was brought to me by a good friend of mine, and he brought it from West Africa, I believe in the country of Nigeria. Well, if you notice, it has two heads, one in the front and one in the back. And it has a long shape here, and connecting these two heads are leather cords, and players hold them over a shoulder, often over their left shoulder, and play with a curved stick with their right hand. I'm left-handed, so I tend to play underneath my right arm with the curved stick in my left hand. And you strike the drum either in the center or off to the side. And here's the cool thing that makes it the talking drum. You can squeeze the chords with your arm and change the pitch of the sound. There's a lot of really neat history and tradition that is handed down from the talking drum in West Africa. Now, you may be familiar with this sound from a famous movie called The Black Panther that came out a couple years ago. The talking drum was used by a famous drummer named Masamba Diop, and it was used throughout the movie, and especially for King T'Challa, who is the Black Panther. It was used for T'Challa's theme. Whenever he would enter on the stage or you would see his character, you would hear these talking drums played in the background. Oh, hello there. I got excited. I too love the talking drum. Did you know that the talking drum comes from the continent of Africa? More specifically, West Africa, in the nations of Nigeria, Ghana, and Benin in the northern parts regions. I was just reading here a little bit about the talking drum and figured I would share some with you. Although the words are a little bit...
your glasses.
Oh, hey, oh, 1 second here. What would I do without my assistant? Yes. The talking drum is called the talking drum because it changes pitch and thereby can mimic speech. Now, traditionally, the places, the regions, and the people groups that the talking drum is played amongst speak in languages that are often tonal, meaning how you say the word changes the definition. Now, traditionally as well, different families play the talking drum and share rhythms and proverbs and hand them down orally from generation to generation. Orally meaning they actually verbally teach the younger generations how to play these rhythms or proverbs or poems or songs. The talking drum goes by many different names, such as the taman, the gangan, the kalangu. The talking drum is often played under the arm of the player. As you notice, Mr. Will is playing underneath his arm, and he has a free hand that he's playing and one with a curved stick. Now, depending on the region where the player is playing the talking drum, depends on how much he plays with that free hand. Now, some people use their arm to squeeze the ropes and thereby changing the pitch, making it higher pitch or lower pitch. But some players will actually push down or push and pull on the strings of the talking drum, also changing the pitch. The talking drum is also played often, traditionally, in ensembles with other drums such as the sakura and the guru-guru and the bata. The talking drum is an amazing instrument. I hope that you're enjoying listening to the talking drum by Mr. Will. I'm going to continue to read a little bit here now that I have my glasses. These leather cords that attach the one head to the other side, to the other head, are leather cords. And they are wrapped around this rim here. And when you pull on them and tighten them, they tighten the head of the drum, causing it to have a higher pitch. So the less tension on the cord, the lower the sound. The more tension on the cables, the leather cords, the higher pitch. So when we do that, we can change the pitch of the drum and the way it sounds. And that is one of the reasons why we call it the talking drum. The head of the drum is often made of goat skin. However, some talking drums are made with synthetic heads, meaning it's not real animal skin, but some type of man-made material for the drum. And those drum heads are often not as affected by weather because animal skin, just like your skin, is affected by humidity or how dry it is or how much water is in the air, and that changes the tone of the drum. Some are made out of a type of fish skin, but traditionally drums like this one have goat skin for the head, and they're pretty thin compared to a conga drum. Do you remember when we went over the conga drums? There's some conga drums behind me in the background here. But yes, goat skin for the front and the back, leather cables or cords connecting them, and we can create tension to change the pitch of the head.
Wow, boom, 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 Mr. Will's Music World.